Hi, I'm Paul, physiotherapist from goPhysio, and I'm down here with Kevin, my good friend, and we're here today to talk a little bit about trainers, running trainers, and how they can help you prevent injuries. But if you are injured, they can be a fast track way to getting back to running quickly. So this is Kevin.
Hello, I'm Kevin from Up and Running. We've just talked through a few of the most common running injuries that Paul sees and some of the shoes that we usually recommend or advise customers that might be best to cure these problems.
Yeah, so when we see patients in the clinic, obviously we're looking at what is their load tolerance when they're running, and a fast track way to increase that load tolerance is making sure they've got good trainers. So that we'd be recommending to come to somewhere with Kevin at Up and Running to get a good set of trainers which can obviously up the load tolerance quickly and get them back running. And we would do that for a variety of injuries. The first one off the top of my head, one of the most common, would be Achilles tendonitis. So yeah, what sort of trainers have you got that could help someone with Achilles?
Well, generally something with a sort of slightly lower back, maybe a little bit wider on the back so it doesn't actually rub on the Achilles. Some people you see in the past have had trainers that have come up higher and it's just that little bit that's rubbed there. So they've had to almost like cut down the back of the trainer to stop that. So something with a softer heel cup would be quite good on that.
How about with a heel at the rear?
That's so again, traditionally the running heel drop would be 12 mil. So the difference between the back and the front would be 12 mil.
Yeah.
A lot of the trainers now do come a little bit lower. So the chance are you could put like a heel pad or a heel raise in there just to take a little bit of pressure off of the back there.
Yeah.
So that would be quite good for that.
Especially for hill runners.
For heel runners, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Another common injury we see with running will be plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more people with that coming in where they've been wearing very flat shoes or shoes with no arch. So we have several shoes, say one of the Brooks shoes like that. It has, you can feel inside there, it's got quite a nice raised arch. If people don't find anything that would be suitable, then we do insoles that have got slightly raised arch, so they could always add that into their trainer as well if they felt that they needed a little bit more support there. The other thing that we do offer in some of the shoes is what they call a guide rail or a support on the inside there, and that just helps support the arch to stop it rolling to prevent that stretch or fasciate inflammation there.
Yeah.
So there's several different options there.
And what about more like myself, the heavier type of runner?
Heavier runner, yes, we do quite a big range of these what they call premium cushion shoes. So a nice bit of thick cushioning all the way through. So it doesn't matter whether you're a heel striker or a 4-foot striker, you've still got plenty of cushioning there. So yes, there is definitely quite a good range of shoes with that level of cushioning.
And one factor we see in the clinic is when people's big toes are quite stiff, more in the older runner, obviously want to be pushing off through the big toe. Yeah. Do you have any rocker style shoes that can help with that?
This brand, Hoka, comes in with a particularly what they call a meta rocker. So it's got a slightly lower heel than most things, so it's a 4 mil drop between there. And the idea is as they come down, the heel's not there, so they automatically roll through, and that helps that toe roll forward. So it's, you imagine your foot sitting in there, and as the foot comes through, it just rolls your foot through nicely. So there's no load bearing on the heel either, but also there's a nice transition. You can see probably there, the roll through on the front of it.
And that's the big thing I see when patients come in with poor quality trainers. It's all about this sort of flexibility and support of the sole, which can really reduce the loading on the foot and those hot spots that become painful over time.
Yeah, there's a quite a big difference between getting a trainer that's too hard and then going completely the other way to a trainer that we find if you can push it in or flex it like that, then it's basically no support in it at all. So it's getting that balance between a cushion shoe but something that's not too soft that it collapses.
Yeah, and the easy way I explain it to patients or look at it, you want the shoe to do as much work for you as possible. So yeah, it reduces risk of injury on your lower limbs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very helpful. Thanks,
good.
Kevin.
Thanks for that.
So you know where to come for any trainer needs.
Yeah.